It's right about time again to swerve again, confuse the general fans again. Add another swerve and then put it on a poll again. Put it on a poll again. Put it on the poll again. And our square quad is gonna get emotional as I wait to overbook the damn card. I guess I'm losing confidence in my competence. Viscera's now president. Shoot or work or shoot. Let's put the title on a boot. The boot defends against a fruit. The fruit defends against my suit. And I square the quad with one wet emotion as I wait to overbook the damn quad. Whoa, I wanna be the baddest man on the planet, Wanna be, I wanna be. The baddest man on the planet. How about we put 7 men in a 4-man tag? Let's do the angle punks on crack. How about a title match? First to do 10 jumping jacks will then receive a title match. Royal Rumble on a pole match. When what's where we brought with regret, grab a swivel, and the way to overbook the damn quad.
Hello, everybody. It is that time again. It is Sunday, February 21st. This is a little show called Bromance. I'm here with my partner in crime, Dr. Ocho. Ocho, what is going on, my friend?
Disco's got a big mouth, Vinny.
Yeah, bro, I'm following you during the week. What are the issues with Disco, bro? Tell me what's going on.
Where do we start, Vinny? He doesn't even know who we are. He blocks us. Again, I'm going to say this. He's smart to block me because it's almost like when someone else can come in and do your job better than them and they have zero experience, you'd be pretty pissed off too. I'm better looking. I'm stronger. I'm smarter, clearly. I'm a better athlete. I'm a better gambler than Disco. I mean, I'm better than him at everything, and he doesn't want me around. I get that. And now he's hounding me because there's this unblock the grapplers. We don't tag him. We don't. Nobody wants to tag Disco on his timeline or anything.
Let's backtrack.
It's hard to do, Vinny. I get fired up, Vinny.
Why are you blocked to begin with? There's got to be a reason why you're blocked.
Vinny, I don't know. I never had one interaction. I was an honorary grappler because they needed somebody to knock down the wall to get us really over the hump. And I come to find out I'm blocked. That's all it was. I never had one interaction with him. He thinks I'm part of a troll group, which clearly I'm way above a troll. I mean, are you kidding me? People come to me for medical advice. They come to me with sexual advice, Vinny, because they know I know how to take care of everything. Vinny, they come to me. You ask me law. You ask me medical. You ask me all these things, Vinny. I help you out. I'm your shrink. I'm your pal. I mean, come on. What can Ocho do? I got a lawn that looks better than anybody's. I can fix things. I'm jacked to the max. I mean, look, people think I'm Disco. No, I'm not Disco. My IQ is 100 points higher. Again, I'm way better looking. I don't have to make posts of my hair getting cut. And again, I do my job better than him. I do his job better than him, and he's been doing it for years, Vinny.
So you really don't know why you're blocked. I've
never had an interaction with him in my life, except for like Skype or on LTB and Ocho maybe a year ago. I had you brought me in just to do a little run-in, just to hammer him for a bit. And I always have something I can always refute his dumb claims. That's all.
Bro, you know who you're very like tonight so far, bro?
Tell me, Vinny.
Lou Costello. You're very Lou Costello tonight.
Really? We're doing this?
That's a compliment. I love
No, I mean, I appreciate it, but usually he's the fat guy that kind of makes the ass out of himself, which I don't mind, Vinny. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Okay, let's go. We are live on twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live. I want to thank Russo FTQ. Just subscribe for the 33rd month. Young Shirt just subscribed for the 35th month. Troy just played a blurb. Guys, you could cheer, follow, sub, resub, gift a sub, play a blurb, whatever you want to do on Twitch to donate to the brand. And on YouTube, you guys can send a super sticker. You guys can send a donation. Remember, we are a public broadcasting system. That means we have no advertisers, no sponsors, nobody to tell us what to do. We depend on you, the subscribers, the supporters of the show, to keep us going.
That's why we can say whatever we want, Vinny. That's why we can say do whatever we want. And you never hear, and now a word from our sponsor, or you never hear an ad break. You never have to worry about that.
Young Sherd has 100 bits. Ask Ocho if the Mets will be contenders this year. You know, Ocho, I want to talk about that for a second, bro, because I got to tell you something, bro. Mike Madden, you can donate via email. Yes, you could go to my PayPal. If you want to make a direct donation, go to my PayPal, and that is vincerusso2@aol.com. Can you put that up, Troy, if you don't mind? vincerusso2@aol.com.
Just don't try to instant message him because I don't think that works anymore, Vinny, right?
No. Ocho.
Good, Vinny. Good.
Ocho.
The Mets are going to be contenders this year, I think, Vinny, by the way.
Listen to me, though. I love baseball. My first memories in baseball are like 1969 when I was about 8 years old, which means I've been a baseball fan for about 52 years. Okay? You know, Ocho, we're going into the season now, and because they are going back to the bargaining table after next season, the players really did not want to change anything up going into this year. So there's going to be no designated hitter this year. There isn't going to be a playoff structure this year like there was last year. So you got your division winners and you got your 2 wild card teams.
Mm-hmm.
Ocho, listen.
Superman. That is me.
Oh my God! Thank you very much, Troy.
How about that? Wow.
Ocho, we got to talk about this. The season hasn't started yet. The season is starting April 1st. Exhibition games are going to be playing this time next week.
Pitchers and catchers were the other day, I think, right? A couple of days ago.
Yeah, bro. There's got to be a salary cap. Ocho, look at going into this year. The Dodgers and the Padres are a lock.
Mm-hmm.
You know, probably out of the East, you've got you got the Braves and the Mets. Okay, then you probably got the Cardinals winning.
The Cards are up there.
Bro,
it's the same teams again, basically.
What I'm saying, bro. I mean, listen, the Giants aren't going to come anywhere near the playoffs. I'm hoping for a 500 season. But, bro, my point is Dodgers and Padres are already a lock.
What did they do about revenue sharing, though? Because what was going to happen because COVID last year screwed up attendance, it screwed up markets. So I don't know obviously they're under the same bargaining agreement, but are they going to try to tinker that again, at least? Because last year they didn't really have too many moving parts because they shut everything down for 3 months.
Yeah, well, bro, they're hoping to slowly but surely get the people back in the stands. But gosh, bro, I swear to God, the National League is already
It's a fix already. Yeah, it's a fix already.
I mean, I think the American League is a little different because, you know, I mean, you got the Yankees and you got the Rays, even though the Rays, you know, giving up Snell and Morton, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear. Rich Hill ain't no
he's not a Snell or a Morton by any means. And Houston got beat up a little bit. I think they lost Springer. I think, and
they lost Springer. So you got your powerhouse in your Yankees. You could still consider your powerhouse in your Astros. Bro, the Central is wide open with the White Sox, the Twins, and who's the other team in there?
Cleveland still is in there. Cleveland was, but I mean, look, they got I don't know. Casey had to take a dump a few years ago, so then their pitcher died and everything, so they've been shit ever since. Yeah, no, the NL is pretty much already locked up. It's a set fixture, but Vinny, what's changed? Since that before that, that's kind of how it's been.
I know, bro, but it just seems for some reason this year, especially in the NL, like you got clear cut top team.
Yeah, it's full on top and then second tier or even lower tier. It's gonna be stacked. 100-win team versus a 60-win team.
Yeah. I see Money the Boss with a $5 donation on YouTube. Thank you very much. Over on Twitch, we've got Alexa, my friend Alexa Jade, with a $100 donation. Ocho is Johnny podcasting. That's what Alexa said, Ocho.
It's all right. That's a knock on the Get My Go guy to goof on there. That's all.
Oh, is that what they call him, Johnny Podcast?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's all right. Ocho is Ocho Podcast. Ocho is Ocho everything. Ocho is Ocho better than Disco at everything. Vinny, you know what we should do? Hey, he don't even have to converse with me. We should do picks. I'll pick the baseball games, my top picks of the week or something like that, and we'll see who would win the most money by the end of the year. I guarantee you I'm better than Disco at that. I'm better than him at gambling and football. I'm just smarter than the guy. What happened to him trying to squash your argument about them freaking putting up clickbait, and then he says nothing about why he put, about your argument, why it's wrong that he put up the clickbait. But he's like, and I'm going to squash every one of your things right now. And you're like, I've tried to do, I've mended my friendship with JR. And I knew I was wrong to do it. And he goes, and I'm going to squash your rationale right now. We just want to get views. How is that squashing your argument, Vinny? He did nothing. And I know you're in a spot because you go, if we don't get over it, we're not going to get the show going. I would destroy this man. Somebody, again, screen grab this. Disco, I would literally destroy you. You are not a doctor at all. You're a peon. I am way too smart for you. Yeah, I'm going to wear the hood because I'm way too good looking for you. And I got these, which you ain't got, son. All right, Vinny, I'm okay. I'm all right.
Well, you're all worked up, man.
Yeah, I know, because we like to have fun here, Vinny. But I like to cut some stuff too, man. It's funny. Again, Disco's been doing this 20-something years, and I come in and take the house on fire, and I bring it better than he does. It's not my fault. It's not my fault I'm this good. Whew. Okay. All right.
Ocho,
go ahead, buddy. Now it's you.
Did you finish watching Breaking Bad?
Done. Vinny, did you? Okay, all right. I'm gonna start with this.
You gotta take a breath.
Yeah, Vinny. That show was probably the greatest thing I ever saw in my life.
Take a couple deep breaths first.
I'm good. The mesh is clear, man. I'm good.
All right, go ahead. I'm not gonna interrupt you. Go ahead.
It was one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my life. The acting. The acting on Bryan Cranston to be able to be this nice, sweet guy, and then, as Jesse points out, is the devil at other times. I went down the rabbit hole afterwards. I started watching all the interviews. I can't believe I'm so late to this party, Vinny. And I watched El Camino, which I thought sucked, by the way. Did you see El Camino? It's a movie on Netflix.
You know what, Ocho? I started watching it and I was falling asleep, but what I saw at the beginning was no breaking.
It fell flat and stayed flat. And you think it's going to get better and better. It just doesn't. And they don't really tie. This was the one thing that was different. Whereas Breaking Bad, they always tied the pieces in. Always made relevance to even a minute Easter egg. And in this movie, they never circled back, and maybe because it was a movie, but didn't have the chops at all. So I was very disappointed. Vinny? I think we should start cooking meth. That's all. I think we should do it. What do you think?
How did you feel about the finish?
It's hard to say because I can't say I was disappointed. I did expect some crazy cliffhanger, but it ended, I think, the way it should have ended also.
But you didn't want it to end, right?
No, are you kidding me, Vinny? Are you crazy? Because I'm like,
the thing I think we didn't want.
I'm like, now I'm like, well, shit, all this money they got oh my god, what did it get used for? I feel like in 20 years we could do a Where Are They Now on like Skylar and
Well, I got a conspiracy theory.
You're a
Now,
thinking man, Vinny. You're a thinking guy, huh?
bro, I know Vince Galligan went on the Rich Eisner show. Rich
Eisen, the sports guy, or like
he went on the Rich Eisen. And he said on the Rich Eisen show, he confirmed that Walter White is dead.
Well, they said it in they said it in El Camino, actually.
What'd they say? Tell me what
they said. It was El Camino starts off where basically Breaking Bad ended. But here's the one problem I got with it. Todd, when they go back to, because they do flashbacks. Todd, who was the nice guy who wound up cooking with Walter, right? You remember him?
Yeah.
He was so much fatter in this movie because it's 5 years later. So it looks stupid that like, okay, they're doing a flashback, but this guy's freaking 60 pounds heavier. Come on. It's like when Paulie lost 40 pounds from Rocky to Rocky 2. But anyway, they said and confirmed a man dead, Walter White, in the shootout with the when he built that machine gun gimmick. You remember that machine gun? And he tried to take Jesse down. And
I got a.
You think he's alive?
No. Here's where I think they're going, bro. Here's what I think he meant. I think Walter White is dead, but I think Heisenberg's going to be alive and well. And we're going to see a ruthless, more
like just a kingpin, a full kingpin, like
full kingpin, bro.
Like Gus times a million, basically.
That's what I think, bro.
Yeah, but how do you? Oh, is this where your brain's spinning? How do you construct that? Like, did he do?
Never
he's just
died.
Walter White and
never die. Witness protection. Witness protection, bro.
So Saul maybe got him the guy and everything, but they showed him shot there, laying there.
But he didn't die. He didn't die.
Yeah,
bro.
when everything calmed down, he got up and
flesh wound, bro. Flesh wound, like Monty Python.
Monty Python. Yeah. I got you. So how about this though? Didn't the cops like storm the place right after? At the very end,
they went in and they found him laying there. Yeah.
And then they just said, he's dead. We're going. And he saunters away a little bit.
They didn't say nothing. Remember, they showed that over.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. So, like, how do you have to like construct this then? Because you still got to get.
I think they rushed him to the hospital. I think he lived. I think witness protection. Maybe he.
So even like I'll explain everything, and then you just save me, and I'll.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But who did he have to give up at that point, though?
Disco.
You win. I'm in, Vinny. We'll write it.
Bro, would you believe I got a text message today from Bin Hameen in the middle of the day asking me if I had any inside information from Billy about, so you could bet on the pay-per-view.
Is there a chamber tonight, I think?
Bro, I had no idea there was a pay-per-view.
So here's what's funny. When I texted you saying what time I'll be around, I saw a tweet that said Elimination Chamber tonight just on the feed. And I was like, that's tonight? That they still do the Elimination Chamber? So I don't know who's worse, Vinny.
Bro, what about Big Twitcha Little D? LOL. What does Vince know? He ruined 3 companies.
How many companies? You mean he's talking? Oh, I know. He means CD Warehouse, your video store. That's what he means, Vinny.
Bless their heart. Big Twitter. Bless your heart, bro. Bless your heart.
Vinny, you know what I do on Twitter? I state facts, and I'm barely even on. So when Disco says these guys are on my timeline, first of all, no, we're not, because I got an honorary block, but I state facts, factual information, which for some reason Disco swears he loves, but wants to avoid. He hates being held accountable. He's like the government, Vinny. Disco is the government. He hates being held accountable, and he thinks he's always right.
Do you know Francesco Castano?
I know of the guy, and I remember the debate they had.
Bro, he sent me a beautiful psychological profile on Disco. Bro, it was dead on. And he told me how I need to handle Disco going forward.
It's got to be about narcissism, right? I assume it's got to be about. Well, give me the skinny on it. Just give me the big words,
he was so dead on of his analysis of Disco from listening to the show.
And Francesco is the guy that didn't he talk to Disco about how Meltzer is responsible, but Disco swears he wasn't responsible. But Francesco owned him, I thought. And Disco decided at the very last second, no, it's because they don't have common sense. Meanwhile, they're still trying to impress Meltzer and his freaking 5-star rating. So how he thinks Meltzer doesn't have, this is a while ago. Vinny, I got this weird elephant brain. You know it. I remember I retain everything. And Francesco Castano was 100% right. Disco we should call him the spin doctor or something because he literally spins everything. He should be a DJ. Somebody screenshot that. Disco, you're now a DJ because I said you are. Bro, and you think you're going to not be one? I'm going to tell you are.
Bro, you want to hear something so funny? Like
I want to, Vinny.
Bro, when there's somebody like, and I'm not talking about Disco. When there's somebody I genuinely don't like or I don't get along with, bro, I always try to go back to the roots of that person because there's a reason.
Maybe it's not their fault. Maybe
there's a reason why.
Taste in women is the same as his taste in lawyers, only the very best. Just the right amount of dirty.
Oh my God, who is that, bro? Troy with the blurps.
We watched First Blood last night, by the way. I was sending you.
I saw the picture. I saw it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Ocho, there's a reason why people are where they are, and I believe it goes all the way back to your childhood and the way you were raised and your situation. I really, really believe in all that. Bro, I'm telling you, I think a lot of Disco stems from being the only child, being the only voice at the dinner table every night. I really, really think that's where a lot of it comes from, bro.
Vinny, has this guy ever been in a stable relationship with a woman before? I mean, I'm not knocking him at this point. I'm not. Yeah, Disco, I would love to debate you. I'd probably own you. I'm not, and I'll say some more dickish stuff because you're a dick. But for right now, like, has he ever had a stable relationship of sacrifice, of give and take? And no. because when you're not wrong, but you're also giving too much of the benefit of the doubt because there comes a time where an adult needs to accept responsibility for just being an adult, for being a mature adult. As you're talking to a guy with a hood, but still, we've had serious conversations. We've had medical talks. You know what I mean? I have yet to steer you wrong on any advice. I'm usually right on the money every time you bring up some wackadoo freaking disease. But when we have these talks, you have to converse maturely, which he just hasn't reached yet. And really, by the time you're 25, your body has developed. So I say there's a 10-year leeway from 25 to 35. That's when you learn, when you grow, when you learn about yourself, when you learn about others, when you learn about maturity, when you let go of whatever your upbringing was, or you learn what not to do, or learn how good you had it. Because there's so many different scenarios every time. Our lives are in sections, Vinny. We start off with the parents. Right. We have a roof. We have heat. We have food. Then we got to fend for ourselves. Holy shit. Boy, it is a lot harder. And there's no owner's manual for parenting. I get that. So maybe they did their best. Maybe they just tried to appease him because they knew he was a pain in the ass. But there comes a time when you're just an adult. And but the other thing is now, he's a manipulator too, Vinny. Yeah, Disco, you are a manipulator because Vince is not going to storm back at you. He's going to try to keep the peace and move it along. So Disco likes to prey on that too. So he's kind of doing that. We know it's not a work, but in his mind, he knows how he can get you. So there's a guy that just wants to get his friends go, I guess. Which is not really right, which is not a mature thing. I mean, you tell me, Vinny. It makes everybody like the show, but it's not good for your freaking blood pressure. It's not good for your eyeballs. They're going to pop out of your head.
Hold on a second. Keep a track of what you just said there. Gerizol, thank you. Gerizol just subscribed for the 32nd month. And Alexa just cheered another 100 bits. Let me give Alexa and Gerizol some hand. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Wow, Alexa says great life description by Ocho.
It's stages. By the way, if you ask a question, donate something if you want. And when you do, ask a question. He'll answer it. I'll answer it. I'm not going to answer shit, but you're here for Vince. I get that. So if you do donate, you don't have to just say some nice things. Ask a question. It's an interactive program. Go, Vinny.
What did you say that I told you to keep that though? You said something very interesting. Oh no, bro, you said people like the show. Bro, I get a lot of negative response during the week. And I'm like, I mean, honestly, it's like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. When he says something and I'm trying to respond and I keep getting bro, he does two things that drive me crazy. Here's what he does. The first thing is he cuts you off. You can't get a word in edgewise. Then, bro, when you refute the point, all of a sudden he makes a right turn and he takes off into something completely different. And I'm like, no, bro, this is what we were just talking about. Bro, I don't know. I don't know how to get around that, Ocho.
That's the one I pointed out to you about a month ago. I was like, as soon as you do refute and you come with facts, he freaking he makes a left turn out of nowhere and goes totally different and then tries to steer it as if he's a spin doctor. Vinny, I'm not, this is going to sound dumb. It's borderline an abusive relationship. And again, quote me on that. Somebody point that out to Disco. It's an abusive relationship because he knows you're not going to, I don't mean it. I'm not taking food off anybody's table. You guys have known each other for years. He knows what he can get away with. He said, oh, I'm the only one that's got the balls to call you out on things. No, he does it because he knows when you get upset, then your brain starts to spin. You get jumbled, Vinny. I'm not knocking you. You got a brain that is very creative when you're calm. When you get jumbled, you get all jumbled up. And when he hypes you up, you get jumbled up and you can't gather your thoughts. It's hard to gather your thoughts that way because you also don't know where he's coming from. It's like getting hit with a jab and a hook at the same time when you weren't expecting it. So what he does is he's literally abusing the friendship because he knows he can get away with it. I'm not saying he because at the end of the day, he knows you're still going to be his friend. He knows you're going to text him whenever or ask him what he's got on the game. You know, you're never going to say, you know what, we're done, F you, which I don't think you should. But
let me address a couple of things.
Go ahead.
Bethany, I think you're misunderstanding. Bethany says, Vince, you know I'm a fan, but I'm going to have to disagree here. You should not bash others and how they will raise when you are far from perfect. You have had lots of issues with people. Bethany, I was not bashing.
You didn't bash anybody.
I didn't bash anybody. What I basically said was Glenn is a single child. He is an only child, bro. And what I was saying is
you're handling with kid gloves is what you're doing. You're doing more is what you're doing.
When you're an only child, you know, you are the only voice at the dinner table. You're
center of attention, Vinny.
You're the center of attention. You're not competing with a brother. You're not competing with a sister. You are the center of attention. And I'm not bashing Disco for being the only child. I'm just trying to understand why he's the way it is when it comes to trying to have a conversation, but I'm not bashing him because
you're giving him the benefit of the doubt, which is why you succumb to it, because it's not going to be, you're right. He's no matter what. And if you really, he does this thing in a court of law, he's good if he sticks to the facts, but when he starts to spin out in a court of law, you would really own him because you would be sticking to the facts, but he'll never get to that point. And he doesn't let you get to that point because you go, you know what? You're right. I'm wrong. Let's get to the next bit of news or else you're going to be there all day.
Right.
So I get it. And he's using a little bit of kindness on your part to get away with it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Straight facts, Vinny. Straight facts.
Lion Ratton says maybe he's trying to get kicked off the show. Lion, he's not trying to get kicked off the show because he's getting paid. And he's getting paid well.
Yeah, for an hour's worth of work. I mean, yeah, I don't think he would do that.
He's not looking to get kicked off the show.
And I'm not saying he's working either, Vinny. I'm saying he's using the 20 years he knows about you to behave like this too. He doesn't do it to Conan.
Bro, Bethany says, yes, this is true, but please, when it comes to someone and how they were raised, tread carefully. Bethany, I think we're
on two different things here. We're way off.
You got to understand something. Bethany, I am the way I am because of the way I was raised. I understand that. Good, bad, or indifferent, strengths, flaws. I'm the way I am because of the way my parents raised me. I'm not attacking that. I
don't know where she's missing the point. And I wear a mask because my dad wanted the dog to play with me when I was a kid, and he wouldn't because I was so goofy. So he put a mask on me, put a pork chop around my neck, and the dog started playing with me. So why tread lightly, Bethany.
Why is that kid wearing a mask? Is he your son?
The kid.
Are you my son, bro?
Vinny, wouldn't that be great if we did some DNA testing? Because that means you could still get biceps like these. Yeah, listen. No one's attacking any. I'm attacking Disco because I really would own the guy. I would own him 95% of times. The problem is I agree with a lot of the stuff he says, but the stuff we don't, I would own him. I would own him verbally. I would pull the same the verbal gymnastics that he pulls on you because I'm smarter, stronger, younger, faster, quicker, better looking. And I'm just better, and I have a doctorate, and he has nothing. That's all. All right, Vinny, I feel better.
Holy crap!
Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, he's making fun, and that's all right. We all like to poke fun, but he has no substance of it. He don't even know me. He don't know us.
Bro, who am I?
Mr. T.
Tony
superstar. You're like
Tony Khan.
Oh, is that right? I thought you were doing. You remember in SNL, Mary Catherine Gallagher, and she would.
Oh, of course. Like, bro, do you know Tony Khan does? He's always.
I don't. There was something I think I sent it to you that now he's been made head of football operations for the Jags.
What is that?
Like, so now they want to win 0 games, like they at least won 1 game last year. Wow, Vinny, I feel good tonight, man. I mean, just. That's all right. I feel good.
Bro,
I got my point across.
Bro, I got to tell you, I'm watching a great show that Stevie Ray turned me on to.
Go for it, Vinny.
Bro, you like all that 70s, 80s, funk, R&B. I love
Stuck in it. Sex Pistol stuff, like big time.
No, I'm talking black.
Oh, yeah. Like the Sugar Hill Gang and all them guys.
Everything. All of it. I
would take Rapture by Blondie and put it in there, Vinny. I'm good.
Bro.
Go ahead.
There is a show on BET, and it's called American Soul. Bro, it's all about Don Cornelius and Soul Train.
No kidding. Oh my God.
And all the stars that come through it are played by like big names, like James Brown, is Jimi Hendrix, Diana Ross, Gladys Knight, like they're all part of the show.
No kidding,
bro. And the music, bro, great show, bro.
I mean, again, I remember that from being a kid, and I didn't know enough about black and white. It was fun as hell to watch, man. Like, damn.
Yeah. Really.
I'm gonna write that down, Vinny.
Yeah, bro. American Soul. That's what I'm watching now. I am about 4 episodes in. Speaking
of soul, I tried Better Call Saul, and I got 1 episode in, and I didn't. I don't know. Remember, it's the Better Call Saul was the prequel.
No, I know, but you didn't like it, bro?
I didn't get. Well, tell me, Vinny. I trust you. I got 1 episode in, and I just was like, man, because Breaking Bad got me. I was hooked within the first minute and a half. So I don't know. I'm still on the first. I'm right around where the kids and the skateboarders and everything were. Where he met up with the skateboarders later and said, now here's how we do it right. And then I just kind of turned it off. So give it a shot. You telling me?
Well, I watched the first one a while ago, bro, and I really liked it, but I didn't go back to it either for some reason.
But you watched it before Breaking Bad because I thought it would help.
I watched it before Breaking Bad, bro.
It did come out after, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Other than that, I just finally finished Last Dance with the Chicago Bulls. I just kept going back and forth with it.
Hold on, Shaq. You have to watch the show Sneaky Pete, bro. Is that Sneaky Pete show that British show? Is that?
Yeah.
Bro, I can't understand it, bro.
Don't go round to Rero.
I can't understand it. I tried. I cannot understand. Bro, there's no cheering. There's no
Come on, guys. We're here on a Sunday. We're snowed in still.
Bro, I get so much heat when I do this show on a Sunday night for my wife. And I'm like, honey, I gotta, somebody's gotta put food on the table, and then nothing. I don't get it, bro.
Man, you're gonna be eating hot dogs and beanies and weenies for the next couple of days.
Bro, there are reports like online about thank you, Troy. My wealth. Bro, somebody told me the other day they think
people are counting your money again, Vinny.
Yeah, they think people don't, cheer bits or donate or send Super Six and all that because, bro, they're reading like I'm worth $3.5 million. Oh, can I throw an easy question on there?
Go ahead, Vinny.
Ocho, if I have $3.5 million laying,
are you here talking to a guy with a mask? Is all I gotta ask you.
On a Sunday night, am I here talking to a guy wearing a mask? If I've got $3.5 million laying around,
hey, look, Walter White still cooked when he had $7 million in the freaking in the sheetrock. So, but I get it.
Bro.
Yeah, so I got to figure it's either one or the other. They're either saying so people think you're worth $3.5 million.
Yeah.
And because people love to count what your contract was, they forget you bought a house with the money. They forget you had to put your kids through school with the money. It's amazing how people forget how money goes. Again, I've run my business since 2003, and we bring a lot in. But God dang it, Vinny, a lot goes out, man. And there's some crumbs left over for the Ocho. There's more than crumbs, but so now what do they say? So they're counting your money, or they're saying, why does he keep asking or something? I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. Ocho, you want to know the truth, the God honest truth? I'm not lying to you. Ocho, when I went to WCW, they wanted me to sign a 3-year deal, right? And I said, nope. Not interested. I'm going to make as much as I can in 2 years, and then I'm going to be done with this.
And this is 2000-ish, I think. I kind of have your timeline down pretty good. 99. Okay.
So, bro, how long ago was 1999?
22 years now.
22 years ago. So, bro, I signed a contract in 1999, a 2-year contract with WCW, and those 2 years were the most money I ever made in my life. And my plan was, after these 2 years, I'm getting out of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ocho, do as a shoot, and people can check this, bro, every week I was giving my money to my financial advisor, and he was putting it in, mutual funds, wherever he was putting it, right?
That makes sense. I hope you didn't get crushed in 08, though. That's the only thing.
Ocho, I literally lost, I'd say, 80% of the WCW money in the same 2 years. In the same 2 years, bro, I lost about 80% of that
just
money.
Bad invest. Vinny, I'm not counting your money, but this does fascinate me. So just bad investments. Real estate was huge at that point.
They weren't really bad investments, but they were safe investments. But bro, during that time, there was a crash, man. And bro, I lost just about everything I made in those years. Wow. Why do you think I went on? That's why I went on. And bro, TNA, TNA didn't.
I get a couple, of his, I'm sure you cracked 6 figures, but you're not. I get it.
Bro, people don't understand. I was at TNA for 10 years, bro. TNA paid shit.
Plus, they weren't making anything either, so they couldn't.
Man, I didn't make any money at freaking TNA for 10 years, bro. Are you kidding me?
Jesus, Vinny. What I mean, in those 2 years, I just feel like those were hey, look, it ain't my business. Because those were the years things were climbing, but there was also the wacky stuff like Enron going out of business, Goldman Sachs was starting to tank,
A
things like
lot
the
of
big
stuff
stuff, the
happened,
banks
bro.
were going, and then they kind of teetered off because that's when real estate really started taking up. 02, 03, 04, 05, and then by 08, then that market crashed. So, damn it, Vinny. Oh, that hurts me
Yeah,
to
no,
hear.
that's a shoot, bro. Like, cause that was my game plan. I'm gonna.
Do people know that? I mean, I'm not prying out of your business. I don't count anybody else's money, Vinny. It ain't my business.
I've said that before.
Okay, all right.
I have no problem saying that. I mean, that's what happened. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
shit. If you tucked it under the mattress, even. Damn
Yeah,
it.
Bethany says numerous sites I have read have you at 2 million plus. Vince,
Are you sure? Vince, are you sure?
Bethany, honey,
Vinny, show me the annuity you got. Show me the freaking IRA. Come on.
Bethany, it is Sunday night, and I am doing a show with a guy in a mask, and I have never seen his true identity.
Per your request.
And you think I have $2 million, Lane?
Now again, I'm not counting your money. I know you're not going to miss a meal anytime soon, but that's the point of working, to ensure that you don't miss a meal anytime soon. You're not paycheck to paycheck. You're a businessman.
And Ocho, here's another thing. Out of all the 3 companies I worked for, or the creative I did and coming up with characters and the catchphrases and all that stuff, Ocho, I've not got one.
You don't get a dime for that.
I've not gotten 1 penny in royalties from anybody, bro. Anybody, nothing, 0.
Vinny, as a fan, there's so much stuff I want to just pick, and I hold back because I'm not a Mark. I'm Ocho. Damn it, we're equals, like you say.
I'm not sitting. Listen, I'm not by any means. I'm not sitting here crying poverty. I'm sitting here telling you. These
are the facts.
And I need to work. I mean,
it's not even that. You've look what you've done though, Vinny. You've established yourself. You have a business going. You have now 10 shows. You have 12 people you're paying. They're on the books, literally employees. You probably got to cut out W-2s or give them 1099s every year. So this is a legit thing. So again, there's a business model. You got your accountant. You got your payroll. Like there's shit going on. You're not throwing them $100 here. You're throwing them a paycheck, which gets taxes taken out. You're an entity. You're an enterprise, which is not easy to do. And you start from scratch. That's another thing. That's what we have in common. I started from scratch. And this isn't something where, it's not a ShopRite where you open your doors and people start piling in. Your first show, I'm new. I'm about maybe 4 years in with you, Vinny, maybe 5-ish. And I just came across you somehow, maybe 4, I think. And I'm sure you didn't just push play and everybody was in here. You know what I mean? That's where the promotion starts. You're like, hey, we got 4 downloads. Hey, we got 12. Hey, we got 15. Holy shit, we got $2,000. You know what I mean? We got 2,000 downloads. It's a progression where you have to build it up. And now you're at the point where I know you're not coasting. You're letting other people bring you entertaining stuff as you're managing and putting the shows where they need to be, which again is work.
7 years, bro. We've been doing this.
Is that where you're at now? Shit.
7 years now we've been doing this. Bro, I haven't worked for mainstream wrestling companies. I left TNA in 2012, bro. That's it. That's 10 years.
Being your own boss, great. And I don't mean like a CD warehouse, because then you still got the landlord and you get the, you still got everything. Like you show up to work by just showing up. That's what's so good. You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer to anybody. You don't get nervous and say, "Oh, did we do inventory today? Oh, did I?" You know what I mean? Like everything is all up to you.
Yeah,
it's a brain. It's easy on the brain, is what it is.
And speaking of which, today on russosbrand.com was the second show of the beautiful podcast with Angelina Love and Velvet Sky. Their second show aired today on russosbrand.com. I hope you guys checked that out. I got a new show coming on Patreon, Better Call Khan. I got that starting March 1st, bro. I'm going to listen to this show this year, bro. I'm trying This is going to be the biggest fantasy baseball year ever. I'm trying to have three brand fantasy baseball leagues this year, bro.
Enterprising, Vinny.
Three.
You, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. You were telling me you want me in it. I don't want to win everything, but maybe I will.
Oh, you'll have a blast, bro. You'll have a blast.
I'll let Laura win. That's the only one.
Laura's a shark in fantasy.
I know. She baits you in, I bet. She acts all nice and innocent. And then, like,
yeah, that one lunatic came in first.
Oh, the guy who was doing the trades at midnight. It's or like midnight your time.
Yeah, Laura came in second last year, and I came in third.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, Vinny, I'm feeling better. I got a lot off my chest tonight. This, usually I let you vent to me because I want you to feel better about all the nonsense and whatnot. But I feel a little better tonight, Vinny. You know what I mean? Did I lose you? What happened?
No. So, bro, a lot's been happening in your life, huh, bro?
Good stuff. Always good stuff, man. Always good stuff. Vinny, I got to ask you something. So, again, this isn't a mark-out moment, but like you were saying.
We got to address this for Bethany. Do you accept more super stickers on this show too, or only? Yes, Bethany, we accept super stickers on this show. Everybody on YouTube, you want to send a super sticker? You want to send a donate? I don't know what happened to Travis Berg, bro.
Travis, you're live. Where has he been? Shit.
Berg has fell off the face of the earth. I don't know what the heck happened to Travis.
I know he was working a lot, but like, has he not been on anything lately? Or
I haven't seen Travis Berg in weeks, bro.
I don't know if he's on Twitter at all, but maybe Troy, I think, might know him a little bit, right? I think have they gone back and forth a little? I'm not sure. I could see me on that beautiful podcast, by the way. Can you imagine that? Ocho, having them making an Ocho witch. You got Angelina Love and Velvet Sky with an Ocho witch. I'd be the meat of that sandwich, Vinny.
Potts said, I'm sure Whitney would say hi if I was home. Potts is not home. Potts is probably out there.
He's plowing or something, right? Yeah, well, Potts, keep the road safe and tell Whitney I said hi. And hi to you, my friend. I haven't talked in a while, man. I hope you're doing well. Potts is a good dude.
Oh, my God. Potts says that Travis Berg's middle name is Ice, bro.
Oh, shit. Potts, I take it back. That was awful. Shit.
Oh, my God, man.
And his last name is or like his surname is like Berg See what he does? See what I do? I make dumb jokes too, Vinny.
What else is going on?
No, you were saying about like all your catchphrases and whatnot, and I was talking to a friend of mine like about. I remember you were telling me how you grabbed some bits from Fits Like a Glove and said to Shawn Michaels how to say it, and Vinny, I get such a freaking kick out of that shit when I hear how you came up with something that then got put on the television. So like there's got to be some things that you big things that I know you don't brag, and I know if you say it, then everyone's going to say, no, you didn't come up with it or something like that. But there's got to be like these memorable things where you just sit back and you go, holy shit, it worked. Because these are coming from your brain, and you're saying, hey, try this. And then when it comes out to work, like that's got to be the most satisfying thing when you create something out of nothing.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
That's the most wild thing. And what is that like? Vinny?
Let me quote the great Oscar Madison. You know who Oscar Madison?
Of course, I know who Oscar Madison. He played Quincy.
Oscar Madison's one of my favorite quote of all times from Oscar Madison. You ready?
Go ahead.
A good writer hates to write, but loves to have written.
I get it.
That's it. That's me in a nutshell, bro.
I get it.
That's me in a nutshell. Bro, let me address a couple
of things. It's so satisfying afterwards.
Yes. Let me address a couple of things. Alexa J, not everybody could wake up and assemble the brand. I support the content as it occupies my time. Vince just happens to get paid 200 bits from Alexa J. Thank you, Alexa. 50 bits from Troy. Let's see. JD, I may be out of the loop, but where's 8 days a week? Why is it not on YouTube? 8 days a week is not on YouTube because YouTube has a habit of flagging everything. 8 days a week is still out there, bro. It's out there free on every podcasting platform, bro. You just got to look for it. 8 days a week is out there on Spotify and
It's still not, if you do the Apple that you put your RSS feed, that comes up on your like with That's Life and what those shows and
it is just not on YouTube, bro, but it's available every place else.
Vinny, that's another thing he did. So you are flat out shadow banned from YouTube. It's not a secret anymore. Like you with the subscriber
no doubt.
Your videos do not go to the, like if somebody typed in Vince Russo 5 days in a row, pretty soon your videos should be in the recommended, right? It doesn't happen. It simply does not happen. And Disco is still saying that you're headlining your things wrong. Like that's what's like. How does he not see the shadow banning?
Can I tell you something?
Please, Vinny.
I love Uzi. The guy cracks me up. The guy busts his ass. But bro, every headline on those clips are
nothing what the show is about.
Yeah, like bro, the headline that got me pissed off was a Conan shoots on Vince Russo burying Jim Ross. It had nothing to do with that.
Right.
Okay. Do you know, as a shoot, you could even call him and verify this? Bro, you know Stevie and Ben work a lot on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Stevie,
and they know the game. Ben, I think, knows YouTube well. I'm pretty sure. He knows the algorithms and whatnot.
Bro, do you know I instructed Stevie? Stevie, I do not want any freaking headline to read Vince Russo shoots on anything. On anything. Don't ever say Vince Russo shoots. I freaking hate that, bro.
Why do you hate that word? Because you'll say as a shoot,
because shoot, you know, when you go on YouTube, bro,
does it already have a bad connotation to it or something?
Connotation. All these shoot interviews are wrestlers burying other wrestlers. And I said, Stevie, here's what you say: Vince Russo on, not shoots. Vince Russo on the Disco Inferno. I specifically said do not use shoots.
Well, because maybe that is that. I mean, no, you're still shadow banned. That has nothing to do with it. But I just thought that shoot meant truth. I'm not insider. I'm just good looking.
It's supposed to mean truth, bro, but not in wrestling.
No, because that means you're expecting a burial. You're expecting hatred.
So every night I go, I watch YouTube on TV. Most of the time I'm watching Stern clips. But it's the Ultimate Warrior shoots on this one. 10 guys shoot on Kevin Nash. Paul Heyman shoots on this one. Jim Cornette shoots on that one. This one shoots on. Bro, there is so much freaking negative and hatred when it comes to wrestling and everybody shooting on everybody. And I just said, Stevie, I don't want to be a part of that shit, bro. Please do not use that word with me. I don't want you to use that word, bro.
I get you. I mean, even still, you still have 33,000 subscribers or 36,000 that would get a notification that says new video uploaded by Vince Russo. You're getting crazy shadow ban. Are you demonetized? I'm not counting your money, but I'm curious how. Yeah. So they don't even like you. Even if you don't swear, it could be just a fun topic, and you're instantly demonetized. And then,
bro, do you know what got me shadow banned and demonetized?
I don't know, actually.
You want to know?
You tell me, Vinny. We're pals, just me and you, buddy.
That's life.
Because of God?
At 1,000%.
Yep.
1,000%, bro. No, I did nothing else, bro. Nothing else.
That's true. If you talk religion or anti-government or anti-vaccine or or Trump, you're done.
I did That's Life, and I was doing That's Life every week, and that's why they shadow ban me, and that's why I pull That's Life from YouTube.
Who was even man, how do they even have somebody on there like to? Because what you do, you didn't. Wow. Wow.
That was it.
I guess Joel Osteen ain't. Not that I care for the guy, but I guess he ain't on YouTube or something. But that is crazy. What if you? Nah, that's too much. You can't start. Vinny, you might want to just start over with just called The Brand or something like that. I mean,
Brutal.
once you get 1,000 subscribers, you can, or no, I think you got to get like 5,000, and then, or no, maybe less, and then you can monetize and then keep your subscriber count or something, or just, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. That's just not right, man.
I got too many subscribers.
No, I know, but again, what are they? That's just it. When you get and Disco's goofing on you about that. You think that's he's like, oh, it's because your title. You're not following the algorithm, dude. Heyman knows the algorithm. I'm Heyman shit. I'm used to freaking Disco saying Ben Heyman, a dick. So Ben Hameen knows the algorithm. He knows how to title. He knows how to describe, and that's even still. There's enough people that type Vince Russo in their search bar to where recommended videos should pop up. Jesus, I watched a couple of bowling clips, and now I got freaking bowling up on my freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you know, that happens to me all the time when on TV. If I put one video in, the next day I got 100 of them.
10 of them on there, right on your freaking recommended page.
Yeah.
Vinny, I got one question for you.
What's that?
Because we're almost done. I want to know your 2 most underrated Kiss albums. Most underrated that nobody listens to that you love. And don't give me Lick It Up because I know it's one of your favorites. Give me the underrated that nobody listens to, and none of the solos either.
Number 1, without a shadow of a doubt. Unmaxed.
I knew it. I knew you were going to say that.
Number 1, without a shadow of a doubt. Let's see, man. What else? Nobody listens to. God, bro, there were a lot of non-makeup albums that's
where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at.
But they weren't good. Good.
Well, you remember The Elder was the second coming of Tommy in your eyes.
Bro, I love The Elder. But I can't even say that because, you know, The Elder does suck to a lot of people.
Dude, there's a couple good, but yeah, I'm curious what the story would have been like.
Oh, all those other shows, all those Hot in the Shade.
A couple good ones. I know what you're saying. Because they all had maybe one good song on them. What a Hot in the Shade had? Forever, I think, was their ballad, their love ballad.
What's it? Remember they had.
Oh no, that's hey. No, that's hey. Better hide your heart. Better hide your heart. Better hold on tight. Say your prayers, cause there's trouble tonight. Rise and fall, battle deep inside. Hide your heart, cause you're playing with fire. Come on.
So what was it? There was Asylum. I always liked though. I really like No More Tears Are Falling. I like that song.
Oh no, tears are falling.
I read your mind like
an open book. You lost the fire in your eyes. You turn to me with a different look.
And
looks like it's raining. Oh no, tears are falling.
Oh no, tears are falling.
Do you remember the one? The 2 songs on the Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. Baby, let's put the X in sex.
Oh yeah, bro. Yes.
Feels like a muscle, and you make me wanna flex.
Put the egg.
Put the X in sex. Beating undercover, baby. Let me be your private eye. Oh my God. So I got. Is anybody in here, Vinny? Because I know now we're doing a concert, Vinny.
Now Bethany is saying it is very true that less people donate because they think you are well off. Bro,
who decides that? She just decided that? Would she do a poll?
Bro, it's Sunday night. We're on here singing Tears Are Falling.
Right. And let's put the X in sex.
Does that come from a man who's got $3 million in the bank?
Vinny, maybe you're just a lighthearted guy and you're playing the part. You know, it's like the Prince and the Pauper. You're just you're hiding it well, Vinny. What do you think?
Bethany
Why
says,
don't just run with it?
I watched an older podcast last night with an old coworker of yours, Vince, and he said on his show, you want people to think you need money, but you. Listen, can we nip this in the bud?
Like, first of all, who doesn't need money? That's all I want to know.
Let's nip this in the bud. Okay. I don't know what people think. Let me nip this in the bud in a way you could understand. Okay. I was a writer in the wrestling business. I was not a main eventer. I was not headlining Madison Square Garden.
Right. You didn't get $1 million payoff one night.
I was not Hulk Hogan. I was not The Rock. I was a writer. That's number one, Ocho. Okay. Number two, I received no royalties from any company I ever worked with. Not a penny. Okay. So number one, I got paid as a writer, not as a wrestler.
An employee, basically. You were under an employee. Not an independent contractor, literally employee.
I was an employee, number one. Number two, I never received any royalties. Ocho, number three, I've been out of mainstream wrestling for the last 10 freaking years.
3 kids grown up, put them through school.
How much, seriously, freaking guys, do the freaking math.
I'll help you out, Vinny. Tell you what, I'll help you out. Let's just say,
guys, I was at WWE for less than 5 years. I worked at WCW for 2 years. The rest of my years were at TNA, and you could ask anybody about TNA paying.
But Vinny, you didn't start off making money in WWE either. So,
Ocho, I got hired as the editor of the magazine.
Right.
You want to know what I got hired for?
I don't know, 30 grand a year, maybe, if that.
60 grand.
There you go.
I got hired 60 grand I worked at the WWE for less than 5 years. I worked at WCW for 2 years. The rest of the years I worked at TNA. Do the freaking math.
But look, Vinny, let's say you did make good money at WWE. You made good money for 2 years at WWE, good money on for WCW for 2 years. So 4 years of your life, let's say you made some good money. That's it. 4 years of your 60 years on this planet. It takes $1 million to raise a child, Vinny. So you have 3 kids that are raised and healthy and good and on their own now. So that's $3 million right there that you never made. I'm not counting your money.
And all went to school.
That's what I'm saying. So money that you fully didn't make as much as they think, and yet that's where it's at. And you lost some in investments also. So not that I'm counting it, but it's just everything is easily explained.
Seriously, people.
But we know you're not. We know you're not missing meals either. So that's my point. You're working. That's all. You're just working.
I'm working.
Why can't you just freaking work? Jesus Christ!
I'm working, trying to make a freaking living. That's it. Is that okay, bro?
Because, Vinny, the day you stop, it stops. That's the other problem people don't get about being a business owner. You don't show up, you don't eat. It's that simple. You don't show up, you don't eat. Anybody who gets paid by their job, by doing their job, like a contractor, you don't show up, you do not eat. So that's why you're here every day. Man, Vinny, I don't know. Jeez, I didn't even get my damn Kiss albums out. I wasn't even know what I was going to say anyway. Oh, Christ.
Checkers wants to know, how much were you making at WWE and WCW? Checkers, how much do you make, bro?
Exactly.
Checkers, give me your salary history, bro, of all the places you worked and how much money you made over your
which you already did. You gave us an insight of what you started at. So,
bro, Nitley, bro.
Vinny, do they want to hear you're broke? I mean, is that? Like Evander Kane plays hockey for the I forget. He just got traded from the Sharks to somebody else, and he signed like a $48 million deal, and he just declared bankruptcy.
Yeah.
that's that. Okay, how does
Bro,
that happen?
meanwhile, like these people, I got $2.5 million, whatever it is. And then Jim Cornette actually said when my wife and I moved to Indiana, remember, for about 8 months,
You have the log cabin.
Jim Cornette. Well, no, according to Jim Cornette, I actually had to move to Indiana because I was broke and I had to move in with my in-laws. So like, what is it, bro? Like, what is it? I'm either rich and taking everybody's money, bro, or I'm broke and I had to move in with my.
How did they even come up with that? Because you would say you're out mowing the lawn in your log cabin, like you're out, you're getting bit up by bugs in your log cabin. So,
brutal.
oh my God.
Ocho, there was a day in the log cabin, bro. Ocho, I swear to God, this is a true story.
I'm a survivalist, Vinny.
Bro,
don't worry.
We were noticing, my wife and I, like there were a lot of like wasps hovering around the log cabin, right, bro? So we decided, my wife and I, bro, especially in this one room, bro, that we were gonna light off one of those bombs.
Mm-hmm.
You go out for the day, you got to the house.
It's called bomb in the house is what it's called. Yep.
So I swear to God, this is a true story. You could ask my wife.
Look at that bicep.
So, bro, we put the bomb in one of the rooms and we go out and we came back. Okay. Ocho, I swear to God, in one of the rooms in my house, bro, the entire floor
it was dead wasps.
And bro, I'm talking about 2 inches off the ground.
Oh my God.
Bro, like I swept them into a pile. Bro, to this day, I have no idea where they were.
Wow. There was obviously a nest somewhere behind the sheetrock or something, or it must have been a hole because they wouldn't have come out. But
bro,
is that all you thought a log cabin was going to be? You had this vision that it was going to be.
Oh my God, bro! I loved the log cabin. I love living in the log cabin, but
I know you hated Indiana, though.
There was just nothing to do in Indiana, bro.
Jesus, Vinny. Well, to sum up, Disco is way less than me. As my little tagline says, Dr. Ocho is greater than Disco. Disco does not have a doctorate. Therefore, he's inferior to me. And I'll prove that anytime. He should unblock me because at least I can refute dumb little things he says. I'm not going to tag him in anything. But he's got this thing where I'm not going to have anybody that's a fake persona, even if they're smarter than me and have a doctorate, because then I'll be proven wrong sometimes. Somebody freaking screenshot that. Send it to Disco. I should get Husey. Husey, I think, is related to me somehow also. Husey's one of the funniest guys. He's a good guy. Somebody's got to bridge this gap so I can at least put him in his place one time, and then I'll have him block me again because he'll never talk to me again.
Oh, my God.
But I won't be mean. I won't be mean.
Are we doing any Grappler Gazettes anymore? What's going on with that?
We do the Rad Turtles thing, Vinny, the Rad gimmick thing. We had a whole big debacle again. First 7 came back out of nowhere. Then he's like sweethearting us, saying all these nice things, and then he loses this game, and then he starts freaking cutting promos on everybody and bolts again. He took his mask and went home again. Literally the 5th time. Going to be the 8th time soon. How many times did we give this guy?
Bro, this Bethany, I don't know.
What is she doing?
Why is he talking himself up so hard and won't even show his face? Don't mean to be rude, but I don't understand.
Why don't people understand a gimmick? Bro, are we really this stupid? I'm sorry, Bethany. Stop being so freaking stupid. Pardon my freaking language. I don't care. Hate me all you want. It's a gimmick. Jesus, we're just here having some fun. We're having a fun show. You and your damn questions, all this stuff, counting his money, counting my money, looking at Vince's biceps. Jesus, Bethany, you seem smart, and then dumb shit falls on the keyboard, and you type that. Tell Disco that too. Look at that, the Beatles.
Bro,
I know, and you're falling in love with me as we speak. Trust me, I'm way better looking without the mask. So you're better off.
Wait, Bethany,
this way you don't have dreams about me.
Bethany's right. Don't call her stupid. She has donated to Vince.
I'm sorry. You're right. You're absolutely right. Don't type stupid stuff and I won't say you're stupid. Vinny, look at you, man. Look at you. Looks like a horse kicked you. That tricep is so big. Keep donating, Bethany. You're supporting the cause.
Tell Stephanie you're sorry for calling me stupid.
I'm sorry, Stephanie. Won't happen again. Vinny, her name is Bethany. Now tell Bethany you're sorry for calling her Stephanie. Are we doing this right now, Vinny? You really? Vinny, if you worked out, do you realize you could get some muscle in there and you'd burn more calories and you wouldn't have to take your Epsom salt baths?
Man, I'm down. I'm back on.
You're doing what? The keto, or not the keto, the intermittent. You're on, you eat from 1 hour a day.
Bethany says, how tall are you, Mr. Doctor? You seem like a short, insecure man.
I'm 5'2", and I'm sitting on a phone book. What do you think of that, Bethany?
Ocho, you know my window is now?
Noon to 1.
4 hours.
That's what it was, wasn't it? Or was it 5 before?
It was longer than 4, man. I'm doing 4.
You were doing like 9 to 1 or something like that. You were only.
Yeah,
oh, no, maybe it was 2.
I'm doing like 11 to 3-ish.
And so you don't have a coffee in the morning or nothing like that?
No,
or like
you can have your liquids. You just can't eat.
Oh, Jesus. And you feel okay on this? You don't feel run down? I know. Here we go. Look at this. I get it. I get it, Vinny. I get it, Vinny. That's what I've been doing, the eating every 3 hours gimmick. And that's what happens, pal. It's not my fault. Disco, it's not my fault. I'm just that much better than you.
Right,
I didn't mean to be.
What about the
I'm at Rad Turtles every Thursday on a Ninja Rad Rob Turtle thing. I don't even know the name of the show, Vinny. And I'm at Real BG Ocho on Twitter.
What about the pro wrestling tees?
MarkSlayerMerch.com. Bethany, get over there and get yourself a t-shirt.
All right, listen, bro, you shit the bed last week with the song.
So here's what I got to do, Vinny. I got it. I'm on location for this one. So if I dump out, can I log in on my phone and get back in?
What do you mean if you dump out?
I want it because I got to go on location. I'm gonna do something, Vinny. You got to trust the process.
Then do the phone now, bro.
That's what I'm fixing to do right now. See? Even Bethany's gonna like this.
Bethany says, my ex-husband used to say he was better than everybody. It is such a turnoff. Bethany,
I'm not here to impress you, Bethany. I never even heard of you. You're just starting to annoy the shit out of me now. Jesus Christ.
Bethany, we don't think we're better than anybody. We're just kidding around.
I'm not.
Look at that, man.
Especially with disco. Oh, I gotta. All right, okay.
Get on the phone now, bro.
Okay, Vinny, trust the process. Because this is okay. Oh, paste and go. Right. Oh, I'm all right. So am I allowed to get in if I'm already on? Hey, this will be fun.
Am I hitting the music?
No, not yet. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let's see. No, not yet.
I see a new Dr. Ocho box. Okay.
Yeah, all right. So I'm backstage. All right. Oh, no kidding. This is awesome. All right. I gotta put my boots on, Vinny. I'm gonna leave this one. All right. Oh, all right. Let me. All right. Tape delay. Here we go.
I'm in the music.
All right. Go ahead.
It's right about time again to swerve again, confuse the general fans again. Add another swerve and then put it on a pole again. Put it on a pole again. Put it on the pole.
Oh, Vinny, hit.
You're frozen. You're frozen.
Hit pause. Hold on. Dadgummit. All right, now I got it. Okay. I'll give you a clue. Okay. All right, go
Tell
ahead.
me when you go. Okay.
Pole again. And our square to quad is gonna quit emotional as I wait to overbook the damn card. I guess I'm losing confidence in my competence. Viscera's now
I'm outside, Vinny.
shoot to work or shoot. Let's put the title on a boot. The boot defends against a fruit. The fruit defends against my suit. And I swear was one of wet emotional as I
Trust
wait
the process, Vinny.
for damn quad. Wanna be the baddest man on the planet.
20 degrees, Vinny, 20 degrees.
On the planet.
All right, listen.
Trust the process. Vinny, trust the process.
All you're doing is you're outside. That's all you're doing.
Okay. You got trust the process. Vinny.
Okay. This would be a lot more interesting if you took your shirt off.
What? Are you crazy? I'm not doing that, Vinny. Come on.
For the show.
This is bullshit. Oh, I lost my freaking spotlight.
Oh my God, this is too much. Holy shit.
Vinny, what are you doing?
Are we ready? Am I hitting the music?
Go ahead. You should have never shut it off, Vinny.
How about we put 7 men in a 4-man tag? Let's do the angle punks on crack. How about a title match? First to do 10 jumping jacks. Well, then
Bro, how cold is it with no shirt on?
It's freaking freezing out, Vinny.
Go.
receive a title match. Royal Rumble on a pole match. When was where we brought? We're from Grit, grab on swivel. And the way to overbook for them quad a great.
Can you read that, Vinny?
It says something sucks. I'm gonna guess it's disco. Or this song sucks.
Yes.
Oh my God. Bro, you're out there with no shirt on, bro, for the show.
I had to redeem myself, Vinny.
All right.
This is what I do.
Put your shirt on before you die, bro. All right,
what
guys.
I do, Bethany. Bethany, that was for you.
Bethany, that was for you, Bethany, bro. Oh my God, Bethany said, "Ooh, his body is not nice, bro."
Yeah, that's because she can't have it. That's
all right, guys. Thank you for joining us, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, first thing on twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live. Have a good night, everybody.